Yo, what is up guys? Cookin University here, and today guys, if you're looking for healthy recipes, including this chicken, broccoli, and cheddar casserole, then you are in the right place. So without further ado, let's get into the ingredients. First things first, get some shredded chicken. I just got some chicken tenders because there were absolutely no chicken breasts at all, and this was a last minute recipe like usual. So I just got chicken tenders and I'll just shred them to pieces, you know what I'm saying? Get some broccoli out. Now they don't have to be frozen broccoli. I just don't really want to cut broccoli. 2 cans of cream of chicken condensed soup. A half a cup of sour cream. 1 pinch of ground black pepper. 2 half cups of shredded cheddar cheese. 1.5 cups or so of breadcrumbs. And last but not least, a 1/4 of a cup of butter. Now it says salted butter on the ingredients, but I just do unsalted because, you know, you don't need all that sodium, right? So without further ado, let's get into the recipe. So 24 hours before you cook this amazing, fantastic recipe, make sure to take the chicken out of the freezer and put it in the fridge to thaw out overnight, 24 hours before you cook this. Preheat the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. And this is just what I did personally. I just didn't buy normal fresh broccoli. I just bought frozen broccoli instead, so I just stuck it in the microwave for 5 minutes. And it called for 1/4 of a cup of butter, and I wasn't sure how many tablespoons that was, so I just took 4 tablespoons of butter and cut it in half. Place the butter onto the pan, and then cook the butter on low heat, so it can slowly melt and not splatter everywhere. Grab the chicken and cut all the fat off of it, and then place it into a bowl when all the fat is off of it, or at least most of it, and cut it into little pieces too. Once all the chicken is in the bowl, and the broccoli is done in the microwave, make sure to get the broccoli and place it in the bowl with the chicken. As you can see, I had a little bit of a hard time doing that, but at least I got the majority of the broccoli in the bowl. After that, I just mixed around the chicken and broccoli a little bit because it filled up the majority of the bowl. I would recommend a little bit of a bigger bowl. Place both cans of the condensed soup into the bowl, and right around that time, the butter was fully melted, so what I did was I turned off the oven and then removed the butter from the heat. Place the sour cream into the bowl, and then mix it in a little bit if you need to, especially if the bowl is completely full like mine was. I interrupt this video to give a humongous shout out to iBot, the place where you can buy certain groceries from a certain grocery store. Yeah, you get cash back on the groceries that you bought. Well, at least on the certain groceries. I have saved a ton of money off some of these ingredients of this recipe. All you gotta do is just use my referral code when you sign up, link in the description below. And once you submit your first receipt on Ibotta, you get an extra $10 back on groceries, but that is only if you use my referral code. And the best part about Ibotta is that it's completely free to sign up. And I would like to put a disclaimer on this video that I also make $10 on Ibotta when you sign up using my referral code. Add that pinch of ground black pepper into the bowl, and then try your absolute best to mix this all into the bowl. As you can see, I struggled a little bit, but I think things worked out for the most part. But like I said, I would highly recommend a bigger bowl than this. This was the biggest bowl I could find, and it was still small. Add 1 cup of shredded cheddar cheese, and then try your absolute best to mix it all in, along with the chicken, broccoli, condensed soup, sour cream, and the pepper, all in that bowl. I still struggled, as you can see, but at least it wasn't splattering everywhere or overflowing. And then place all the chicken, broccoli, condensed soup, sour cream, and pepper, and cheese mixture into a 9x13-inch baking dish, or a 2-quart casserole dish, but I just did it into the baking dish because I was close enough. And you can either pour it in or just spoon feed it, and that's what I just did. I just kind of spoon fed the baking dish because I did not want to risk that. Once you have put all the mixture into the casserole dish or baking dish, then be sure to put the butter into a bowl, and then put the breadcrumbs into the bowl. I would recommend you just mix it in because it was just easier for me. Once you have placed even more cheddar cheese on top of the mixture, because you know there's no such thing as too much cheese, right? Once the breadcrumbs and the butters all mixed in, make sure to sprinkle it, and try to sprinkle it as evenly as possible over the casserole mix. I did pretty good at it, to be honest. And while I'm sprinkling the breadcrumbs and the butter over the casserole, if you're interested in discovering more about getting cash back on groceries, then be sure to check out iBotta at the link in the description below. Once you have done all that, make sure to put the baking dish into the preheated oven until the cheese is bubbly or melted. Or you can just do it for about 30 to 35 minutes. I just did it to 35 minutes because, you know, there was raw chicken in there too, so I just wanted to cook it as long as possible. Once those 35 minutes are up, make sure to take out the casserole, turn the oven off because, you know, you don't want the oven on 375 degrees overnight, and voila, you got your chicken, broccoli, and cheddar casserole. Bussin'. We feast. Ooh. Still steaming. Okay, the chicken's good. Hey, yo. Breadcrumb. Oh my goodness. Okay, this might not be the healthiest recipe I've cooked, but man, this is bussin'. Ignore the background noise. Well, I have to say for myself, 10 out of 10, would highly recommend. Oh, didn't see you guys there. Well guys, make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications so that way you do not miss any more videos helping you out cook the healthy, cheap, and easy way. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.